Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do some more videos. This is going to be the Thug Life rules and codes. Okay? So back in 1992, there was a gang cruise that happened in Ross, California called the Fruit Picnic or Ross Cruise. During the 90s, the grip that gangs had on communities were immense, and the meetings were rashly events. NFL star Jim Brown marshaled the events and even hosted a sit-down in his Hollywood Hills homes in hope of breaking the cycle of gang violence. Want me to do a video about gangs like Bloods, Crips, Hoover, like Vice Lords, GDs, Black Havens, all that stuff? Just let me know, okay? Cause it's totally different what y'all think, okay? I ain't gonna do it in this video. I'm just telling y'all the codes and rules. A truce was reached, however, it fizzled out over time. Although the truce was not universally adhered to, it is considered a major component in the decline of street violence in the city during the 1990s, 2000, and 2010s. Tupac did not attend the truce picnic, but his 26.8 points of conduct by him regarding balance for drug dealers called, you don't gotta be a drug dealer, okay? You can just be anybody that lives that thug life. Okay, you don't even have to be in the streets, but if you feel within you that you a thug or that you live in this life, that watch my life video, then you listen. Thug Life was presented as one of the key points during the meetings. The code was created by Tupac and his stepbrother, it's actually his real brother, Morphine, in Oakland in 1992. Sometime before the truce meetings occurred, Tupac attended another meeting in Brooklyn, New York, where he presented the code to shot-calling drug dealers from all over New York City. The code of Thug Life is listed here. It details do's and don'ts for being a righteous thug and banger. Okay, being here. So I'm just gonna tell y'all the rules and codes now. Okay, y'all ready? Okay. Number one, code of Thug Life. Number one, all new jacks to the game must know: A, he's going to get rich; B, he's going to jail; and C, he's going to die. 2. Crew leaders. You are responsible for legal financial payment commitments to crew members. Your word must be your bond. 3. One crew's rat is every crew's rat. Rats are now like a disease. Sooner or later, we all get it, and they should too. 4. Crew leader and posse should select a diplomat and should work ways to settle disputes. In unity, there is strength. Rule 5. Code 5. Carjacking in our hood is against the code. Rule 6. Code 6. Slinging to children is against the code. Rule 7, Code 7. Having children slinging is against the code. Rule 8, Code 8. No slinging in schools. Code 9, Rule 9. Since the rat Nicky Barnes opened his mouth, ratting has become accepted by some. We are not having it. Rule 10, Code 10. Snitches is out of here. 11, Rule 11, Code 11. The boys in blue don't run nothing. We do. Control the hood and make it safe for squares. Rule 12, Code 12. I'm hearing, listen to Rule 7 again, okay? Having children slinging is against the code, okay? Rule 12, Code 12. No slinging to pregnant sisters. That baby killing. That's genocide. Rule 13, Code 13. Know your target. Who's the real enemy? Code 14, Rule 14. Civilians are not a target and should be spared. Rule 15, Code 15. Harm to children will not be forgiven. Okay? That's for you motherfuckers that keep riding with these motherfuckers that killing kids. It's not going to be forgiven. I'm sorry. You keep doing it, you're just going to hell. Code 16, Rule 16. Attacking someone's home where their family is known to reside must be altered or shaked. Okay? I do that. Okay? You ain't supposed to do that. Okay? Code 17, Rule 17. Senseless brutality and rape must stop. Okay? Code 18, Rule 18. Our old folks must not be abused. Okay? Code 19, Rule 19. Respect our sisters. Respect our brothers. Okay? People that look just like us. People that got black DNA in them. African American DNA in them. Okay? Even if they not, still respect them. If they roll with this. Roll with us. With the real guys. Yeah. Rule Frenny, Code Frenny. Sisters in the life, which is me, must be respected if they respect themselves. Okay, and I respect myself. Okay, I know what I do, and I know why I do it. Code Frenny 1. So that means I deserve to be respected. I deserve to have respect. Okay. Code Frenny 1, Rule Frenny 1. Military disputes concerning business areas within the community must be handled professionally and not on the block. Okay? I do that. Code 22, Rule 22. No shootings at parties. Okay? To the contestants and all over the world. 23, Rule 23, Code 23. Concerts and parties or national territories. No shooting. Neutral territories. No shootings. So this is about a party or concert. Anybody can go, no matter what race, ethnicity, sex they are. Okay? Don't shoot them because they this color or they on this other side. Don't do it. Okay? Talking about like gangs or whatever y'all think. Okay? Code 24, Rule 24. Know the code. It's for everyone. Okay? Including the KKK when they come onto our shit. Okay? 25, Rule 25, Code 25. Be a real roughneck. Be down with the code of the thug life. Okay? And Rule 26, Code 26. Protect yourself at all times. Okay? My dad said, Tupac said, I didn't create thug life, I diagnosed it, which is true. Now, in April 1992, just days before the 1992 Los Angeles riots began at the Fruits Picnic in Ross, California, Tupac was instrumental in giving rival members of the Crips and Bloods gangs to sign the Code of Thug Life, which they did, which we always still got that, which details do's and don'ts for being a righteous thug and banger. It was written by Tupac together with his stepfather and me, and with the help of some original gangsters. Here's what Tupac has to say about it. I think even gangs can be positive. True. It should have to be organized. It has to steer away from being self-destructive to being self-productive. I organized the OGs in the East Coast, in the West Coast, in the penitentiaries to come up with codes of ethics for criminals. It is called the Code of Thug Life. It is a code to put order to the violence on the streets. In Ross Compton, Chicago, whatever, we got all these people all over the country saying, yes, we go by this code. We're going to be against attack on people that are not involved with the street gang, with the drug trade, or the illegal business at all. All that kidnapping and shooting, drive-bys out the car, we against that. Someone must dare put the street life back on track, because it is clear to anybody that can see that the hustling game has gone stark raving mad. The short and long range results will not only be detrimental to the street game, but more importantly, the combination of the self-destruction and tough warfare, coupled with the government's police terrorism, fastly law designed to capture and keep our black men and women in prison for the rest of their lives, leaves a defenseless black community will result in our genocide. For as long as the street game hustle has existed in our community, which is the results of many factors and will only be resolved through our liberation, it has been viewed as a necessary tolerance between the legal and illegal economy and culture. The underground economy has in many areas been supportive of the uplifting of the black community, although for a fact it has been the downfall of individuals. The dynamic of struggles between the do-gooders and the thugs has kept a consistent battle for balance in the black community, which at least was under our control. The rules of engagement of the hustle was a code of the thug life. The code was the A, B, and C's of how the street game should and will be played. These rules allow for money to be made by the crews in different fields of the game and determine how disputes between and among the players should be handled. It also allowed the people who were not in the game to pursue the enemy of our people and allow the people who will work in the interests of our people, education, health, housing, legal, etc., to feel that the effort was worth it. It was. The game today, as it exists, is a complete violation of the code. True. Historically, the street hustler was hip to the enemy and would never work in the government's interest to destroy their own people. Okay, true. I don't destroy my people, though. I actually build them up. Okay, the thug life is a tool of the enemy as it exists today. The real one, anyways. It must change. The interests of outside forces are being served by the hustlers because the crew has no dignity or honor, and this must be corrected. A council must be called to put a code to the thug life. We accept that the game will go on until our liberation. What we won't accept is that the game will destroy us from within because we get another chance to rumble and rebuild. We will not allow ourselves to be played by the covert operation, counter-pro, and law-intensive warfare waged by the United States government. A code must be established. As we look at the West Coast, the majority of the life is controlled by gangs, Latin, China, and of the black community as well. The gangs are the force behind the underground economy in our hood. In the Middle East, the common denominator there is also the gangs, which are responsible for the street life. Politically, culturally, and economically, these forces attempt to put the game back on track and work in the interests of the community and to resist the strategy of the government. They have begun setting down a platform for the street game in a full effort. We praise this effort. The code of the thug life must become a part of East Coast street life as well. There must be a common denominator. The original gangsters behind the walls of the dungeon will take some responsibility to put in force to the council and the code. We must act now. The code of the thug life will save us to fight another day. If we don't, then we will lose. While other forces attempt to bring peace and unity to the gangs and crews of the street life, although we down with that and shout out to those attempts, we have always tried to be real with the people. Some folks may oppose what we say and do. What we putting out here is a code to the food dwellers in the thug life. We don't see this as an end of the game or the street game as a real end. What we need is liberation. But what we do see is the bringing of some honor to bringing food to the life. And being real to our family, which is a giant step to being down with the full thug life. Okay. Thug life, he explained, actually stands for the hate you give little infants fuck everybody. Okay. Fucks everybody, okay? Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this video to the codes. I'm out. Peace. 333. 9. Completion.